Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Fourth and Forever, a Roundtable Sports production. Not only do we have a stellar Thursday night football game to preview and predict for you, we have a couple of news tidbits of a former head coach, perhaps going back to the NFL next year. I don't know. Richie, what's up? How you doing? Talk to me.
It's a great day right now, baby. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a great Thursday night football game tonight, which is going to be an awesome one. And yeah, excited to be here to preview tonight's game and all the other storylines across the NFL. Make sure you guys smash a like button, and I will see you guys in a bit.
Damn. TD, what up? How you doing?
Beautiful day, man. I'm glad to be here. Here we are Thursday. It is a good game tonight. But guess what? We're here on Fourth and Forever, dropping all the latest on NFL news. Let's get it.
That's a bar right there, TD.
Let's get it. Now, folks, obviously this show is powered by Vitamin Energy, the number one energy drink on the face of the planet and the official energy drink partner of the Roundtable Sports Network. It is energy with all of the benefits, folks. They have a variety of different recipes spanning from pre-workouts, hydration formulas, vitamin B12, focus is... You have it all over at Vitamin Energy, and you could actually try it with your variety pack. Link is in description, and using code BOGO Roundtable, you will be able to get 2 for the price of 1. You will thank us later. I am obsessed with this product and so happy that they decided to partner with us for the remainder of the NFL season. We love you over at Vitamin Energy. Thank you so much. First topic I would like to discuss today, boys, is the return of Bill Belichick. Funny enough, news just came out, and it sounds like 3 NFL organizations. I want to say that this was from Josina Anderson. I think she was the one that broke this news just a couple of hours ago, that Bill Belichick is drawing interest from 3 NFL teams. The Atlanta Falcons, and if you remember correctly, he was drawing interest from them 2 years ago. They decided to go a different direction. The New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Now, here is my question to you. Bill Belichick had a rough first year in college. Okay? He has a very interesting contract as well. But do you think Bill Belichick will return to the NFL, and is his coaching style enough to help either of those 3 organizations or any NFL team in general? I'm going to go to Richie on this one. What are your thoughts?
Stay in the NCAA, man. Stay there. We don't need you back here. Come on, man. I'm not buying it. I don't know, man. The whole, like, there's so much that's been coming out. It comes with the added baggage of his girlfriend. Would you want that added baggage?
I mean, no.
Did you see the leaked meetings that came out with Bill Belichick and like a media meeting with his girlfriend? Did you see any of those clips?
Yes.
How hands-on she is and she's so controlling. That's crazy stuff. But I wonder what the case is. He went to North Carolina, and he's absolute not doing anything for them. But obviously we know who he is. Tom Brady leaves. The Patriots goes to the Bucs, wins the Super Bowl. Then that makes us all wonder, was it Tom Brady all along and Bill Belichick was really nothing? I mean, not nothing, but I don't know, man. You said the Falcons. Did you say the Giants?
And the Cleveland Browns.
And the Browns? Yeah, man. Have him go to the Browns with Shedeur Sanders.
Have him go to the Browns.
I don't see it happening, man. I just don't. Well, also, what's the contract with North Carolina? You can get out of it?
Yeah, I think he signed a 3-year deal. And then I also believe that he has a potential out, but once he leaves, his son takes over the head coaching responsibilities. You know, you could walk away from contracts, man, especially in the world of football. His son's going to take over. That's from what I remember, at least. TD, thoughts thoughts. Would Bill Belichick still be able to get it done in the NFL today?
Yeah, the principles remain the same. I think what I've learned about Bill Belichick over the years, he's a great coach, but it's more about the staffs that he puts together. A lot of people, they overlook the fact that when he had his lull at the end of his NFL career, a lot of his staff had got promoted every year. Like, he lost a lot of great members, personnel. I mean, we're talking about Brian Flores, remember Vrabel, and I mean, he lost a lot of people. I think that's the key to Bill Belichick. He has the right mindset, the right game plan, but you also need that coaching staff under you to be dogs and sending that message, and making sure that they get those guys to play at that next level. And I think that's where it fell off. So it's just a matter of what kind of staff can he put together coming back into the NFL. So I don't see any problem with Bill Belichick. See, another thing, everybody always say, Bill Belichick, the defense and stuff like that. Bill Belichick actually ran the organization. He ran like a head coach is supposed to do. He wasn't an OC or DC as a head coach. People always thought that it was him and his defense, when a lot of times he just made sure he never wanted to name the defensive coordinator because he didn't want to lose him. He wanted to keep him hidden. And that's something that came directly out of that organization from some general managers who let us know that that's how he operates. He wants to keep his guys, but it's hard to keep them because people caught on. But yeah, I think he'll be just fine if he did re-enter the league. It's just a matter of, can he get his staff together quickly, because he ain't gonna have much time. He got to come in and win right away if he had an opportunity to. And sometimes these things take time. So if I'm him, I would just stay in college.
Stay in college, according to TD. Now, this raises an interesting question too, because I feel like that there's already a litmus test out there with the return of Pete Carroll this year over in Las Vegas. Can this old coaching style survive in today's NFL? Like, do any of us have confidence that Pete Carroll is going to be able to turn it around in Las Vegas? And if not, what makes you think that Bill Belichick will be able to turn it around for the Browns, the Falcons, or the New York Giants? Richie.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, that's why I said, just stay away from the NFL, man. Your time's done. He's up in his 70s or maybe late 60s. I don't know where he is. Like, I don't know what the Raiders went after Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is a pure win now guy. They're about to get the first overall pick, bro. Like, what are we doing, man? I just do not think Bill Belichick is going to be. Let's also not forget what Bill Belichick is going to demand: personnel control. What team's going to give him that? I mean, like, that's how he ran the Patriots.
The Browns, maybe.
And the Browns,
I guess. The Browns will, but that's what he's
I'd say the
want.
Giants would give him just about everything he wanted too.
He's more than a head coach, man. You're hiring Bill Belichick to be the brains upstairs on the field. And TD's right about the staff. Would he want that? Who knows, man? I feel like the Falcons would be an interesting one, though, because they actually have something there in terms of like a roster with talent. But who knows if Michael Penix knows what he's doing yet?
We will see what Bill Belichick decides to do. Damn. Next topic. I want to talk about this Thursday night football game. I got to tell you what, this is probably my most anticipated Thursday night football match all season, of course, minus the ones where Buffalo has played so far this year. But it's the Seattle Seahawks and it's the LA Rams. When you look at both of these teams, all sports books, all prediction markets have them as the two highest odds of making it to the Super Bowl. Last time I checked, the Rams were sitting close to about 48% chance of making it to Super Bowl LX, and the Seattle Seahawks are right behind them. The team that falls into third place has ranged anywhere between 12 to like 16%. It's pretty clear that these two are the two best teams in the NFC by a country mile as far as complete rosters are concerned. So, transitioning over into this game, TD, who do you got tonight? What are the keys for whoever you pick as the winner? How is this game going to turn out? Thursday night football. Crazy stuff.
Give me 1 second there. I'm sorry, I'm froze up here. Can y'all can see me?
Yep.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm so sorry, y'all. Because I can faintly hear y'all. I know what just happened. So, all right, I think I'm good. All right. So, I think you asked me about the Rams Seahawks, right?
Rams Seahawks preview prediction, things to look out for, the whole preview. Give it to me.
Okay. This is the game you got to watch. Rams, the hottest team in the NFL. You could argue right now, unless you want to debate the Broncos. Seahawks, they've been underwhelming lately, but still getting wins. That offense hasn't been as explosive as you like it to be as of late. And it's hard to go against the Rams in this situation. But then when you look at the injury at the wide receiver position, that's a major blow. How will they look without having all the weapons and all the threats on the field? That's what it's going to come down to. The one thing that I've been able to count on this season has been the Seahawks and on the defensive side of the football as well. This was tough, man. Wait, hold on. Where is this game? Are they at home?
Seattle.
Oh, this is crazy, man. See, that's what you love about this league. Games like this, which you can't, it's hard to pick. I'm going to assume that this is the upset. Because I'm gonna assume the Rams are the favorite. I'm gonna ride.
They're not the favorite.
The Seattle Seahawks are the favorite.
It's pretty much even, but it's just a slight favorite towards the Seahawks. Pretty much an even line. Last I checked.
Man, oh man, I'm going with Seattle in this one. I just think that it's going to be an adjustment curve for the Rams because whenever you have such great continuity and you're flowing and then you got to replace a guy of that stature, you just have to – they might have some learning curves in that. They might have a little rush. Whoever's going to take over that spot, can they produce at that same level? I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks to make a statement tonight. Now, let's be clear. If Sam Darnold doesn't have a big game and get it done, I mean, is it then fair to say, okay, this is the new version of Sam playing better against bad teams and not really uplifting the team when they need it most? He needs to have a big game. I gave him a pass on the last one. It happens. But even if you lose, you got to have a good game tonight, Sam, and you got to show that this is your team. I'm going to go with Seattle, and I'm going to blindly ride that wave, but only because of the injury at the wide receiver position for the Rams.
Oh, my
Now, do you
God.
expect Sam, can the Seahawks win without Sam having a good game? And I'm still on that question I have for my fantasy. I don't know if I should start Sam Darnold in fantasy tonight, man. I really don't. I'm really struggling.
It's taking a flyer, Richie, but no, the Seattle Seahawks
He's my
can't
starter
win
right now, so I would have to pick someone up to replace him, and I don't know if he's the guy I trust.
You got to ride. You can't, but yes, they're going to need him to have a good game to win. This is when good team versus good team. You got to show up. You have to show up in this game. You cannot let the team carry you.
Yeah. See, my thing is this. While I think that the Rams defense handed Sam Darnold his worst performance of the season last time, 4 picks, 45.8 QBR. That's a narrative that's been around him for a while, is that he can't beat the truly elite teams. We saw that back-to-back against the Detroit Lions, I wanted to say, last year.
One of the games was against Detroit.
Yeah, one of the games was against Detroit when it came down into it. But I think tonight is a big put up or shut up for Sam Darnold. And a lot of people that have been doubting this young man for a while, I want to see what he does to adjust. You have the home field advantage, and the Seattle home field advantage is more of an advantage, I would say, than 90% of the NFL. That stadium gets loud. It gets loud. Great fans over there. They really get into it. I'm going to be watching Sam Darnold like a hawk. How do you come back from that game? How do you make adjustments? Does Clint Kubiak end up going back to the drawing board, doing whatever they can to sort of confuse this young defense over in LA? And can Sam leverage his weapons and come out with the victory? I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks to win this one. I think this team splits. I also think that this is the second of 3 total matchups that they have all season long. I think that they will see each other again in the playoffs. I'm not even sure if that's a hot take. Richie, thoughts on this one, man? Big Sam Darnold believer, full analysis. Expand on what you've already told me. What do you got?
No, yeah, I mean, this game is the thing about the Seahawks. You have to keep in mind what they've been struggling with as of late is as an offense. Early in games, they're starting slow. They're starting slow in the last 4 or 5 games. And remember, to start off the season, they were red hot to start off games. They completely dominated against the Commanders earlier in the game, earlier in the season, the Saints, the Cardinals, the Jaguars even. So, they got to get off to a fast start. I think that's what's been holding them back. Their run game is non-existent. So it really comes down to the pass attack with Sam Darnold and our guy, JSN. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case here. But the Rams, man, they're red hot, bro. Their game the last few weeks have been very impressive. And the Seahawks, they won a game against the Colts without scoring a touchdown.
Yeah.
See, they can beat you in ways that, and Myers is the best kicker in football right now. He literally scored every point in that one. I don't know, man. There's a part of me that I just don't see, because I predicted them to split. Yep. But at the end of the day, I think that the Rams have been pretty much showing me a little bit more. And I just can't bet against the Rams. As much as I love Sam, as much as I love the Seahawks, I think the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl this year. And I think they're going to win this division. And I think this is the game that solidify themselves. So I'm rooting for a Sam Darnold big game, but I got the Rams winning on the road.
Rams winning
claiming the division road.
It's literally a heavyweight bout. What are your thoughts on over-unders, for example? Both teams are great defense.
Projected to be windy.
Yeah, it's going to be windy. Both teams have tremendous run defenses. I feel like the under, for some odd reason, is sticking out to me. I feel like this is going to be a defensive type game because, say that I remember correctly, I want to say that both the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks have very good run defenses as well. Why does this game to me feel like...
Which is why I'm scared to start Sam tonight in fantasy.
19-13 for some odd reason.
I'm stressed out, man. I want to win, bro. I got over $1,000 in the line in this fantasy league. Okay? I got to win this.
Dude, I was 5 points away. 5 points away. But you know what? And so I lost like a man, and I made all of the right decisions, all right? Out of every player that I started, they ultimately ended up outscoring my bench. And the better team won, man. And the better team won. But don't worry, I'm coming for the gold in the Roundtable Sports Fantasy Football League. I'm coming for it all. And the free league where I get nothing.
Yeah, it's bragging rights.
Great.
Yeah, great. Who cares?
Bragging rights. Great. Cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Come on.
But knowing my luck, if I bench Sam Darnold, he's going for 4 touchdowns. If I start him, he's going to get 10 points. So, I mean, the options in the chat is asking my options. I have Sam right now, and then the waivers are pretty loaded right now for me. I can pick up J.J. McCarthy against the Giants, Tyler Shook against the Jets, Trevor Lawrence against the Broncos, Bryce Young against the Bucks, Aaron Rodgers versus the Lions, Kirk Cousins, who's coming off a huge game against the Falcons. I mean, there's so many options. It's so overwhelming. I just wish I can see in the future and say who's going to score the most points, and I'll start him.
I feel like Shook against the Jets is interesting.
I know. That's what I'm contemplating. He's coming off 3 straight games with 17 or more fantasy points, and the Jets defense is completely trash. But do I want to put my fate in him?
And so in a rookie that's had 6 starts? Yeah,
right? The Jets got a new defensive coordinator. What if their defense wakes up?
Well, you know what? So the Seattle Seahawks have quite a bit of yards after the catch. So even if Sam Darnold is the captain check down or the captain underneath,
he just needs to get touchdowns. He needs to score passing touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
to JSN.
I don't know. My thing is, while Sam Darnold does create headaches for you, I still feel like he's your safest option.
Yeah. But like something's telling me Rodgers is about to go nuclear against Detroit.
Rodgers is?
In the dome, in Detroit, climate controlled, a defense that just let the Rams run up the score. Coming off of a great game, has rhythm. Could Aaron Rodgers put up a vintage game? Kirk Cousins also is an option who's coming off a fantastic game. Kirk Cousins had 27 fantasy points against Tampa, and now he's going up against the Cardinals.
Yeah, you take him. Yeah, that's the easy one.
You think Kirk Cousins is the choice now?
You have Kirko Chains against the Arizona. Dude, with Kirko looked good last week.
But he had 2 points against the Seahawks, though. You know, it's like, where?
You have Kirko. Hey, man.
Can't do it, man.
Hey, well, you know what, man? Rest on it, and I'm sure you will make the right decision. Speaking of which, let's talk about them Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Man, I'm excited about this one, largely because I have no idea where I'm going with my player props at this point. I don't know where I'm going with my player props on Seattle and LA this evening, but you might have an inkling, all right? And you might have a parlay that you're just ready to throw down on. And you should do that over on Sleeper, partially because they're giving you $20 just for signing up for the app. You could put that toward your first parlay, or you could put it towards several parlays, depending how ballsy you truly are. Sleeper's the number one player prop platform on the market today, folks. Obviously, you get that free $20. And then when you decide to put down a deposit for the first time, they're going to match 100% of that, all the way up to $100. Only on Sleeper, man, the official player prop platform. The Roundtable Sports Network. We love you over here, boys. Thank you for Sleeper. Caleb Williams. Damn. Big game for him, man. Big game for Ben Johnson. All right. You have a brand new NFC North coach looking to avoid getting swept by the Green Bay Packers, a team that has owned the city of Chicago for as long as I can remember, for the vast majority of my childhood. And Bears fans are foaming at the mouth. They are drooling to finally take down Green Bay. My question is, do they do it without Micah Parsons on the field causing problems? Richie, Chicago, man. Dude, we were high on Chicago this year, weren't we, bro? We said, hey. By the way, I have a lot of victory laps to run on people on TikTok and Instagram when I predicted that the Bears were going to win their division. All right, I got a lot of victory laps here, brother. Richie.
What else were you wrong, though, about that division?
It was the Green Bay Packers, but we only focus on my wins. We only focus on my wins because my losses, I have so few. Richie, go ahead, man. How you doing? Talk to me.
Hey, man, the Packers can still win the division with a win in this one and winning out. I'm a fan of the Bears a lot this year. I think a lot of it has to do with their priority of the offensive line in the offseason and focusing on the run game. DeAndre Swift has been fantastic for them. Caleb Williams has been opportunistic. Their defense has been really, really great. You know, they got a rising star on their defensive coaching staff that I want my Jets to even consider bringing in as our defensive coordinator, Al Harris. So this is going to be a good one, man. I think that Caleb Williams, this is his opportunity to kind of step up primetime football Saturday night. I don't know, man. The Bears beat them. No, the Packers beat them last. No, they versed each other like 2 weeks ago.
They did in Green Bay, but now it's in Chicago.
Yeah, so I think Chicago's going to get
Caleb Williams threw that awful pick instead of end the game.
Yeah, that was when TD.
DJ Moore was basically wide open too.
Yeah, I got the Bears. The Bears in Chicago, Windy City, baby.
See, for me, so I have a theory about this Green Bay Packers defense, right? So I think that Green Bay's secondary issues have always existed, but having a pass rushing menace like Micah Parsons out there masked that said issue. I think that this is going to be a very Ben Johnson-esque type throw the ball all over the field type performance from this team. I think they get the run game going as well, although that Micah Parsons wasn't really much of a great run-stopping defensive end. I think that this Bears team wins by a significant point margin, to be honest with you. I think the Bears are going to win by 10. I'm not sure what the spread is right now. I'm sure it's close, as is most divisional games are. But give me Chicago 31, Green Bay Packers 20. Chicago, Saturday Night Football, by the way. Come on, baby. Saturday Night Football is back. That's America if I remember it. TD, what's up? Talk to me.
Wait, this is on Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday night. And the Philadelphia and Washington Commanders game is on before that, but I'll probably watch college football instead for that one.
This will definitely be a test, but how many points did you say you got Green Bay putting up?
31. No. Whoa. 20.
Now, so I don't mind picking the Bears to win this game, but to say the Packers are scoring 20 might be a little bit disrespectful to them.
It's a good defense in Chicago.
Yeah, I agree, but it's just something Green Bay doesn't do often. To score so little points, maybe, and they do have some games where they're down in the dumps, but that means they were in the dumps. I see this as a highly competitive game, somewhat of a shootout, and I think both teams have the potential to get in the 30s. But I'm going to actually go with the Green Bay Packers in this one. I'm going to go 30-27. Micah Parsons is a game changer, game record, but this is the division rival. All the depth chart, all the injury reports, all that stuff go out the window, and it's a division rival, and it's one guy, albeit he is a game wrecker. Hey, they're going to be going to battle. They're going to war, and they're also on the road. I think that they go and they get the actual sweep on the Chicago Bears because the Bears are new to this. They have been phenomenal, and I'm going to be honest, I do not feel good picking against the Bears here. I just think the Green Bay Packers know what's at stake. Last week was a brutal loss to the Broncos, and they need to correct that wrong. And I think they're going to do all they can to get this victory. And don't forget, the Bears are riding high right now, winning games, and they're feeling like, and they've never been here. They're like, man, we're winning, we're doing good. This is a new feeling. But hey, here we are late in the season, big games. We don't have any proof with the Bears yet, and we're about to find out. So I'm going to go with what I know, and that's Green Bay in this one. Well coached, getting the job done. And I look for Caleb Williams to maybe not have the best game here, but let me say this. If Caleb Williams comes out here and beats up on the Green Bay Packers and plays as well as he did last week against another division rival in Cleveland, I'm going to tell you now, man, this kid, like whatever people used to say about him, get rid of it. He's arrived. The kid only got 6 interceptions on the season. Let's start there.
Dude, he takes care of the football. Like, you can be critical of him.
He's close to a 4-to-1 ratio. It looks like he's going to be probably ending the season around 37, 38, 3,900 yards. Just depends. But, hey, man, they've eliminated all of that. Oh, Caleb, is he the guy? Man, he's your guy, and he can only grow from here because he got the right coach now. So I love what they're doing, but I'm going Green Bay. But if Chicago wins this game, we need to have a real conversation about Chicago in a different light. And we're talking about deep playoff run potential light if they win this game.
Yeah, man. So I always had my suspicions with him last year because the true story of why I think he's shown so much progress was having that fortress in front of him of an offensive line. I have applauded Chicago for attacking it that way in free agency, like this past offseason, and you're clearly seeing it pay its dividends. Like, you have a quarterback that has the arm talent. He has the big play, explosive play gene in him. Problem was that he was running for his life. It just goes to show you how important that the trenches are for a team. It really does, because you could have all of the wide receiver talent you would like, Best example was last year, Chicago Bears. You had DJ Moore, you had Roma Dunze on the other side. And I mean, what were the Bears like last year? You add that offensive line and things completely change. Chicago Bears, man, I am feeling it right now. Guys, I do want to take this moment and remind all of you that not only is this show on YouTube live, it is also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Let them know.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So several of you I know are always tapped in live with us while we're live at 2 p.m. EST each and every single day, Monday through Friday. But say that you miss an episode and you want to catch up on your own time, we highly recommend that you go follow us on Spotify and or Apple Podcasts. And if you would be so kind, please do us a favor and leave a rating and review. We're thinking about doing some exclusive content and exclusive episodes here once the off season sort of gets around. And we can't wait to do that for you. But the best way of catching up with our show while you're on the run and you miss the live is via Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We would very much appreciate. It would mean the world to us if you can go check that out. Link is in description, right, Richie?
Yes.
Link is in description. If you could do that for us. And please do us a favor and leave a 1 in the chat once you're able to follow us over on either of those platforms. And when you leave a rating and review, that would be awesome. We love you very much for it. Dude, next game I'm pumped about. I'm pumped about this one, brother. Because it is a divisional matchup, all right? And it's two teams that I have no idea who they are, all right? As in their identity. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Good God, brother. All right, listen, this is for the division. Both teams are currently sitting at 7-7. They have yet to play each other. 2 games are going to be happening between these teams in the next 3 weeks. They're in Carolina. We know what Bryce Young and this Panthers team is all about, like a roller coaster of emotions. And this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team has not been looking the same since Baker has been playing through an injury. I'm going to go TD on this one. TD, who do you think wins in Carolina on Sunday? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers or them Carolina Panthers?
It's first of all, these teams to even be in the position they're in is like crazy. Like both of these teams lost their game last week when they had a huge opportunity to, advance in the division, just making more parity. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue. What I will say is it should be Tampa, right? It should be the Bucs, right? It should be the team who's been here, done this, right? But there's zero confidence in it. And we may be talking about Baker playing through an injury and he hasn't been great, but he's been good still. I mean, even especially when you look at his season overall, 6 interceptions, that's pretty good. But on the other side of the football, I don't have faith in Bryce Young. Here's what I've learned about Bryce Young. He's obviously another Tua Tagovailoa in this sense. He can give you some big games. He can give you some wild games.
No, my boy Bryce. No, Bryce.
But when you really look at his overall season,
oh no.
Like every 3 games, like literally, he'll have 3 games in a row where he doesn't really produce much at all. Maybe make a few throws late in the game, but he doesn't produce much at all. Then bam, a 350-yard game. Oh, Bryce, he's turning it around. Then he'll have 3 more games of 112 yards, 133, 180. Then bam, there go 450. Yeah, like I can't get behind a lack of consistency at a high level of play. All this mid play and then give you a great game. It's not going to get it done in the NFL. Now, this team they built around him is a very solid team. They're a good team. But overall, I can't ride with those inconsistencies. Tampa, on the other hand, we know that they're down this year, but they've had a lot of lineup changes. They've had a lot of parity at the wide receiver position, in and out due to injury, especially early in the season. I'm going to ride with them. They're getting more. They got their receiving core back, if I'm not mistaken. And Baker will find a way to get this win on the road.
I'll tell you what, I feel like that just broke my heart because you know what? I have been a Bryce Young, I'd say, apologist for quite some time, but I feel like you're onto something. Is Bryce Young right-handed Tua?
and I'm not
Is he? Is Bryce Young right-handed Tua, folks? We don't. Rich, talk to me. Go ahead.
Oh man, right-handed Tua is a little much. I like Bryce Young, Baker Mayfield. Let's not forget who the Bucs were to start off the season. They were looked at as one of the better teams in the league. Baker Mayfield was in the MVP race, and they were not able to get the job done on Thursday night last week. I'm going to ride with the Bucs. I just feel like they're more proven. I trust them a little bit more. I think that we're going to see a better version of Baker in this game, and they're going to learn from their mistakes from last weekend, or last Thursday night, rather. So give me the Buccaneers in this game, and then it's going to be an interesting game with the Week 18 if it comes down to that.
Week 18, indeed. I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to go with them damn Panthers for some reason. Why? Because I'm going to go with the healthy quarterback here. Both quarterbacks are inconsistent where it stands. Bryce Young is just inconsistent in general. Like, that's just who he is. Baker Mayfield has been very inconsistent since he is clearly playing through an injury. And same thing with this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. They have an aging defense. They are aggressive. They're going to go on ahead and really dial up some of those blitz packages and try and get into Bryce Young's head. But you need to remember this, right? Another team in which that many would say Bryce Young completely owns, okay, is the Atlanta Falcons. And they are stylistically, defensively, nearly identical as far as what they like to run. Blitz percentages, certain pressure packages, what have you. I think pressuring Bryce Young is not what you do. For some odd reason, you can, trash Bryce as long as you would like. But one thing he is very good at, he can dice you up when you start taking people out of coverage. So give me the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding, brother. Keep pounding, brother. That is such a cool thing to say for your team, right?
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding. Like mine is Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Keep pounding. So much more exciting. Keep pounding.
Nothing beats that.
Fins up, baby.
So I thought y'all had some sort of trademark dispute with that, or some sort of.
Who us?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't stop people from saying it.
You can't stop people from saying
Who
it. Yeah.
trademark? Who was
some hotel, I think, or something like that. Bastards.
Yeah.
Come on.
There was a lawsuit or something.
Yeah, just ripped it
Fins?
from Miami Dolphins.
Something like that. Right? Fins up or go. Yeah.
Yeah. No one's going to your hotel. Fins up. Okay, no one's going to that thing. All right. Like bookings are going to plummet.
Yeah, after that, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway,
that makes me want to go to them now.
That's exactly what I'm. Okay, this one, my God, dude, a lot of really good matchups, man. I feel like we've been blessed this year with some good matchups this year. I'm liking it.
Better teams too.
Let's talk about them damn Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos.
Here come the Richie Glaze.
Denver Broncos. Now, look, I do want to remind everybody.
Why did you say I'm right instead of the Glaze?
No, Richie, you're not right. You're going to be wrong. That's the problem with guys like Trevor Lawrence. They'll make you think you're right the whole time until you're wrong and be like, man.
Just wait. All you needed was a good coach, man. Liam Cohen knows how to coach those guys.
Maybe.
He does. He does.
And by the way, you're seeing Baker Mayfield missing him. Just saying.
Yeah. So the way that I look at this game is that you have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are very well coached. Their defense is known to create turnovers, which I like. But then you go over to the Denver Broncos, who have best defense in the NFL by a country mile. Very, very good. Very well coached as well with Sean Payton. You have Bo Nix, who is having a stellar season, although that he is top 3 in checkdowns this year. So say what you want about him. It's efficient and it works. I'm having a hard time with this one, man. I look at the defense and I'm like, can Jacksonville get it done with Trevor Lawrence bumming it all over the place? Right? Because I know that this is going to be a bum game from Trevor Lawrence. It's just what it is. It's that type of defense. But even despite Trevor Lawrence going 13 for 23 and 158 yards, a touchdown and interception, his Jaguars team was still able to put up 29 points against the Houston Texans just a couple of weeks ago. It just goes to show you how great this coaching staff is. For me, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos on this one. I think that they are way too stout defensively. I think Bo Nix does a good job at making the right decisions. He's not really one that's going to be trying and stressing triple coverage downfield or anything. He's exactly what the Broncos need, I think, with home field advantage as an account as well. I'm going to go with Bo Nix and them Denver Broncos. Rich.
It's tough. It's tough because the Broncos are rolling. They are arguably the best team in football, and the Jaguars are rolling too. This is the first big test for the Jaguars. I think the Broncos had their first big test last week, and they won the test against the Packers. So I know I'm definitely high on the Jaguars more than anybody, but I'm higher on the Broncos. And I think that the Denver Broncos are rolling. I trust their coaching. I trust Bo Nix. I trust their defense. I think it's going to be entertaining. You know, there's part of me that wants to start Trevor Lawrence in this game, but I don't know if I like the matchup in Denver for Trevor Lawrence. So I'm going to roll with Denver to get the job done and solidify them as the number 1 seeds.
As the number 1 seed. TD, what do you got, man? Talk to us.
I got a common theme here, and y'all can help me out. Whether you're bad, average, or good. Y'all let me know about these defenses. The Texans, are they bad, average, or good defense?
Great.
Okay, what about the Rams?
Good.
Seahawks.
Great.
All right, so 3 of the Jacksonville Jaguars losses came to those teams, and they absolutely did nothing offensively for the most part. And I think that's what it's going to come down to here. The Denver Broncos, they're going to have that same aura against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're going to shut them down. I don't even know if they'll get to 14 points in this game. It might be 10. Maybe they'll luck up to get to 17, but Denver putting up over 30. I just think Denver's the more polished team at this point. Denver's a team that put everybody on notice to stop sleeping on us, and that's what it's going to be. I just don't see any reason to think otherwise in this game. Trevor Lawrence isn't going to elevate and pass him now. You got to give everybody an opportunity. What if he does? What if he does elevate past it? Then you're having a different conversation, just like I mentioned with Caleb Williams. But again, Trevor Lawrence has been good this season. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been elite. It hasn't been really great. It's been good. You know, he hadn't killed his team more than he's helped them. So he's having one of his better seasons. But I can't roll into this game when the season's on the line, divisions are on the line, and think that they're going to execute at the highest of levels. I'm riding with Denver's defense here to really put some pressure on the Jags and them not to be able to score enough points.
Damn, man. Damn, the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sign me up. All right, last game I wanted to discuss before we read this generous super chat. G-Men should fire McCarthy. Gives Tibbs vibes, LGK. Also, Quinn Ewers did get snaps when Dylan Gabriel dropped 31 on the Dolphins.
Which McCarthy is referring to?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. Giants McCarthy.
The G-Men.
G-Men. I mean, Tom Thibodeau vibes. Is this guy in an alternate universe where Mike McCarthy's the coach of the Giants?
It's that or the Giants have a coordinator.
It's Mike Kafka as the interim coach who was their coordinator.
Okay.
Chat, can you help us? We don't want to let this $10 super chat go to waste.
Yeah. Well, I'll address half of this $10 super chat. When Dylan Gabriel dropped 31 on the Dolphins, Dylan Gabriel ain't dropped no 31 on the Dolphins. All right. Dylan Gabriel threw for 116 yards. Stop that. No passing touchdown. Stop that. Dylan Gabriel dropped 31 on the Dolphins. No, Tua had 3 interceptions and threw for 100 yards. The Browns defense dropped 31 on the Dolphins. So let's be clear. But Dylan did outplay Tua.
All right. So the Giants are facing off against J.J. McCarthy. So maybe he meant G-Men should fry McCarthy, J.J. McCarthy. But then he says gives Tibbs vibes. Still trying to crack the code.
Yeah. Unsure. Hey, you got to elaborate. You're going to have to send something else to elaborate because we're trying to figure that one out.
Yeah. And, Knicks fire Tom Thibodeau, Mike Brown now, future coach of the year. Oh, this feels so good to be a Knicks fan. Champions, TD, by the way. Champions.
NBA champions?
NBA Cup champions.
No, NBA champions?
I said NBA Cup champions.
Oh, cup champion. Yeah, cups. I got a cup.
We're not, and by the way, we're not raising the banner in the arena like the Lakers and Bucks did because we're on the bigger, better things, just so you know.
Cup champions. Okay.
We don't care about cup banners, but we care about cup trophies. You're right, Dan. Drake has 0 wins. New England is 1-14 with him.
0 wins.
Anyone know if this whole thing with the Bears possibly looking to move the team to Indiana is legit? Yeah, I did see that. So the Bears are looking to build a new stadium, and the location they were originally looking at, apparently some type of thing got in the way. So now they're looking for a new location, and Indiana is becoming an option.
Indiana Bears.
The Bears could be relocating.
Indiana Bears.
Which would be terrible. A storied franchise like the Bears.
Yeah.
Indiana's close to Illinois, though, no, on the map?
Yeah. Like it's the exact same thing as the Jets playing in Jersey, right? So they just say that they're the New York Jets, but they're located in Jersey.
Yeah, so I think that's what it would be. I mean, it would probably be because, where would it be? What part of Indiana are we talking?
Yeah, I see that. Northwest Indiana.
To Gary, Indiana, probably.
Yeah, I probably think it would be. Wait, where does it say? Yeah, it would be the same thing. Because if you look at the map, yeah, so if they move to Indiana, it's going to be just like the Jets are in Jersey. But they're going to keep the name Chicago Bears because it's just right down the lake. It's probably going to be right in that little area. So people are going to change their name to the Indiana Bears.
And people are just going to be frustrated. And people are going to be like, no, I don't care if we play in New Jersey. We're the New York Jets. I'm like, oh, yeah? Well, then why do the New Jersey Devils play 20 minutes away from you then?
Hey, TD was there. TD, remember when we were in Jersey? What did you see while we were at MetLife? What did I show you? You can see the skyline of Manhattan right from the parking lot of MetLife Stadium.
With binoculars, yeah.
No, right there.
Yeah.
Right there. TD, come on, man. Defend us.
Hey, man. Listen, y'all going to look up and it's going to be the Toronto Bills. No, y'all got a new stadium. So
yeah, we have a new stadium next year. Yeah. We would need like some crazy shit for that to happen. Man.
Richie, why did we sign Hendon Hooker? Yeah, the Jets got a new quarterback, baby. Hendon Hooker, newest member of the Jets practice squad. Sleep on it. You nervous?
Richie, why did we sign Hendon Hooker? Well, it's probably familiarity with Aaron Glenn, right? Because he was the backup over in Detroit for a good time, right?
Yeah, he was their third-round pick 2 years ago.
They saw that when you was moving, they got nervous.
Brady Cook is the starter, and Fields and Tyrod are practicing. So the Jets are still sticking with Cook, even though they're practicing. So interesting move. But hey.
An interesting move indeed. But folks, listen, when you're putting together your parlays tonight, definitely need to ask RotoWire what their thoughts are. It is a machine learning artificial intelligence that hands picks your player prop plays for you each and every single evening. It's great since you just log in and they show you the locks for more and less of all the players over on Sleeper. Signing up using the link in our description, you will receive 15% off using code RTS. We appreciate you guys for supporting all of our sponsors, man. Sincerely, you're the greatest. But guys, it's going to have to do it for another edition of Fourth and Forever. I'm going to ask all of you in here right now on YouTube. We currently have 98. Man, y'all just weren't interested in a Rams Seahawks preview today, were you? I'm going to need at least 98 like buttons smashed before we end up getting out of here, folks. It's very important. We want to propel this out to the YouTube algorithm so more people can discover this daily NFL news show. Also, again, please do us a favor and go leave us a rating and review on Spotify. And if you can't catch a live episode, going on to Spotify and re-listening to it is going to be your go-to for that. Let us know once you do as well. Richie, what do you got to say to the audience before we send them off?
Nothing really much to say, folks. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening and enjoy your Thursday here on December 18th. We got a good week of football on the horizon. Saturday football this time around, which is going to be great. So enjoy it. Love you guys. Hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.
What do you got, TD?
Yes, thanks for coming through, everyone. Hey, man, listen, the season is coming closer and closer to an end. But remember, for all the down teams, the end of a season is a new beginning, especially for like teams like my Dolphins. So make sure you tune in here to get the latest and all the news going on in the NFL. Be up to date on the latest right here on Fourth and Forever. We'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow, folks. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Deuces.